Hey there, welcome to AutumnAfar and welcome back to those of you who have joined me before. As always, any of the links that I've used as part of my research for this video are going to be in the description box below, and I encourage you to do your own research and form your own opinions. Today's video is going to be my second product review. It's going to be a review of my GoPro Hero 5 Black. So GoPros generally are pretty expensive. This one went for around $400 when I bought it. I believe it's really similar now if you're still able to get your hands on it, because since I bought it there have been I believe another 2 models that have come out because they're up to GoPro 7 now. So this one is a little bit of an older product, but it's more of a review in case someone is looking to buy a used model. And the $400 is generally just for the camera and maybe a couple of extras like the head strap that comes with it. What are the features for the camera? So it's waterproof up to 10 meters or 33 feet. It takes 4K video and 12 megapixel photos and has a few cool add-ons like the ability to start and stop recording by pushing the button up here, which has come in handy more than once. However, I do have to say that the fact that it beeps every time, it does that every time it starts. However, as you can see, it starts filming immediately. See the little red bubble there? So it starts filming immediately, but then as soon as you stop, it turns itself off. Personally, I find the beeping really irritating and haven't found a way to turn it off, which if you're trying to take photos of something that might be scared off easily, like an animal or something of that nature, it might be a little bit of a turn off. It also has video stabilization, voice command options, geotagging for locations, for image and video, and it's all on this little 2-inch tactile screen, which now allows you to see photos and videos and watch them back on the camera. You can also connect it to your phone and either post or edit it, as well as view the photos from there. You're also able to download those photos or videos directly to your phone and save them there in case you want to free up space on the micro SD card. So on the app, you can edit and post photos from the GoPro, making it easy to share pictures from your travels or just family days out. You can also control the camera from your phone and change some of the settings using the connectivity feature. You're also able to do your updates through the app on your phone. One thing generally that I was expecting to be better on the GoPro, especially for the price that you're paying, is the battery life. The battery life, in my experience, has been so incredibly short. I bring chargers and have contemplated trying to buy additional batteries because on a day the battery was dying less than a quarter of the way through the day at times, and it's really frustrating, especially for someone like me who wants to use it on multiple dives or wants to use it on different hikes and has to continually charge it whenever I stop to get a drink or whenever I stop to eat. It has to be the first thing that I think about to make sure that I get the most charge possible. For the amount that you're paying, I would really expect it to last more than an hour or two, especially considering it's not an hour or two of straight shooting. So for the facility of use, there were a few moments where I tried to figure out the features and didn't get it right away. It doesn't have the buttons that I'm used to using on other cameras, so it did take a little bit of time for me to adjust to it. Eventually I did get it and have been able to get a lot more use out of it a lot more easily the more time I spend with it. While I do love the feature that allows you to start and stop filming right away, I do wish that incessant beeping would go away. Oh my god, you're upset, eh? So quality of the images and the video. So far the quality of the photos has been decent. I wasn't expecting much from such a small camera. The video has been a little bit rough at times, especially when the camera overheats. I have found that it gets physically hot to the touch, and that really sucks, especially when I'm on dives. I have found that the videos were a little bit foggy because the camera got hot and it fogged up in the water. I would love to insert a video that I had from my dive at the Great Barrier Reef, but as I've discussed previously, everything that I had on my Western Digital external hard drive got lost when the hard drive crashed and it was unrecoverable, so I unfortunately don't have any footage to put in here. Thanks, Western Digital, really appreciate that. One place that I do find is lacking is the clarity. I am someone who would consider myself an amateur photographer. I have been getting a lot better with my photography. I've been learning a lot more skills, I am still learning to use the GoPro in a lot of ways, but I found that the photo and video quality could be a lot crisper and a lot sharper. Hopefully they've improved this with the newer models that have come out. For what I'm paying for with both the camera and the accessories, I thought the quality would be a lot higher, and it's something that editing can't necessarily fix, unfortunately. I do find that the size of the files, if you're trying to download them to your phone or to your computer, are really, really large. So if you would be able to compress it, that would be a phenomenal advantage as well. The upload to social media can be really slow because of the size of these files, so that's just another reason why it would be great if you were able to compress them. As for the additional features, the apps, the gear, anything else that goes along with it, the app feature is fantastic. Though the size of the images and videos can be quite large and is likely to take up most of your space on your phone or computer if you plan to move them there. It also lets you post to social media directly, though the speed at which it uploads to social media can vary because the files are just so large. Even though it's a small camera, a lot of the files at times can be the same size or larger than the ones that I have on my Canon Rebel T6i, which is a much bigger camera in comparison, despite them on average being much lower quality. The gear you can get for the GoPro is pretty much endless, aside from the headband that most people know and love because it's pretty common for snowboarders and anybody else who wears a helmet or goes on hikes. You can also get selfie sticks, which have been very popular. And there's also this one that I found that was in a market when I was in Cairns, and it was specifically for people who are going to be surfing or even diving, since your hand is going to be out and you'll be able to see the camera and see what you're filming at the same time, and make it a little bit easier to see what it is that you'll be filming, which I thought was really fantastic and is something I'm really glad I picked up. It's actually fairly comfortable and is actually pretty tight on my hand, which it wasn't the first time I tried it. So my overall thoughts, and would I recommend this camera? While I would recommend this camera, I would also recommend looking into the newer versions, because depending on how much you're going to pay for this one, it might be worth it to spend a couple $100 extra and just get the newer ones that have a lot more features and are a lot better as far as quality goes, because I'm sure they've made a lot of advancements in quality over the last 4 years since I got mine. Specifically, I would recommend this for people who don't want to carry around a big bulky camera and aren't so concerned with the image quality. The GoPro is definitely a lot less delicate than my Canon camera. With this one, I'm not worried about lenses or anything of that nature, because I know that everything is kind of just in here. It's a lot lighter and I'm able to fit it in the palm of my hand or in the jacket pocket if I might be wearing one. The camera does take good quality photos and videos. It's similarly priced to most of the semi-professional cameras that are on the market currently, and it's got great add-ons, a great app, and sharing features. If you're used to traditional cameras like I am, there is a little bit of a learning curve, especially since the screen is so much smaller. All in all, I do love my GoPro, and while I hope to have it for many, many years, I am looking forward to getting a newer version eventually and seeing what they have. So that is all I have for this review today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, and you can follow me across social media as @AutumnAfar. And remember, it's only a crazy dream until you do it. See you next time.